Welcome to RPM Truck Series. Tonight, here we are at Daytona for the series opener. Tonight we have a very decent sized field. I think we believe we have 7 or 8 so drivers tonight. I believe we have, 7. Once again, we have Jonah Cullen, the person who won the 500 in Cup Series, won dual 1 in the Cup Series, and won the Xfinity race here yesterday, is joining us again, all the way in the back, once again. He might be able to work his way back up to that front to win the race, or will his teammates take it from him, or will somebody else, like KitKat, the runner-up from yesterday's race in the Xfinity? We'll see here in the next few minutes, or however long this takes. Alright, green flag is here. Here we are. They're coming around to the green flag. Jelly will lead them green. Until it's outside, it's KitKat, the only Toyota in the field behind his teammate is NJ Devils. I believe behind NJ there, I think behind actually KitKat is NASCAR and the number 3 making his first start of the season. Already 3 wide behind. NJ can't go down there to make that pass, so he's probably going to slide back up. Oh, it looks like somebody's already in the wall. I believe that is Wildman. This is not going great off of this first lap. But it looks like that 95 is going to potentially lose the lead here to that number 7. The number 7 is going to have a huge run coming on from that outside. No help to either one of them. But going into that corner, this is basically what it looked like on that final lap on the Cup race. That outside line really works. If they can get ahead of the driver going into the corner, they should have a big enough run if it's 1v1. It looks like she made contact with the wall and now will slide out of line. And now somebody's already gotten to the back bumper. I believe that's the 44 of Chunk. Oh no, is that it? No, that's the 55 of Jonah Cullen. He is to the back end of his teammate. Gonna push him here. See if he'll work against him or work with him. He's got KitKat to his back bumper and everybody else behind him is kind of spread out. So, basically, if Jonah wants to try to take that lead, he's either gonna have to do what he just did, and he's... Oh no, he let his teammates lay back in line. He's gonna have KitKat work with him, though, if he wants to try to take that lead away. Oh, looks like NJ's already spinning on the backstretch. Apparently NJ's gone. Apparently NJ is already out of the race. Not the greatest performance out of him. I'm gonna go ahead and write him down for last here. But now Jonah Cullen knocking on the back door of his teammate. Now there's 4 cars up in this front pack. Will that number 24 be able to catch up? Oh, some contact there behind the number 95. The 55 on his back bumper, and then he's got 2 behind him. He's got the 44 from Lone Wolf Racing and the 7 from Undecided Team. Following those drivers. Oh, but here, never mind. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pass for the lead here. The 95 slides high. Jonah Cullen takes the lead. Contact from 3rd place. But behind them is Wildman and the number 24 driving for BDR, and he has his teammate following him. He also owns his own team, which is Wild Motorsports. Behind him is his driver, NASCAR 2818. He kind of had a very bad start, which put him at a very bad disadvantage, but we're going to go ahead and slide back up to this front group here with KitKat on the back bumper of Jonah Cullen. This is how it was last night between those two. Let's see if she can change the order up between the two. Those two have been very competitive. These front 4 have all been competitive in all 3 races. It just comes down to who is always up in that front on that final lap, and it always has been that number 55. Looks like teammate is not going to help his teammate. He's going to stick to that bottom line. Block the 7 and the 44's runs. I don't believe that 95 is going to have really any help right here. Oh, but it looks like Jonah may have gone a little bit high. No, contact there between the 44 and the 7. It's going to slow both of them up, leaving a gap between them and Jonah. And the 95 is going to pounce onto KitKat and is going to push her, try to get a push to her so she can try to get around his teammate. Maybe. That's if she wants to do that, or if she just wants to stick in behind and stay in second. She's all over that back bumper. And now the 95 is going to lose second to the number 44. This front four all run the same number in every series. Kit Kat just did not get to change her number yesterday. These four will always be in these numbers for this season in all series. Ugh, English is not good tonight. But NJ Devil is also always in the same car. NASCAR has different numbers. I mean, it looks like we have a little push here from for the 3 and 24. We're gonna go ahead. Gonna put Battling Chunk back down to 4th. But it looks like Battling Chunk may. I don't know if he's lost a driver or not. I believe he's not yet, but he may. I believe he has. We're going to go ahead and slide back up to this front field again. See Jonah Cullen out front still with the 95 and 7 trying to charge on him. Or there'll be a competition caution at the line. No caution because there's 2 laps to go. But it looks like everybody's going to fall back from Jonah, try to gather up, and try to get around him potentially. If I would have known this information of how many laps we have, I wish NASCAR would have told me it. I wouldn't have said that. But since there's 2 laps to go, they cannot. Is it 2 laps to go now, or is it 1 lap to go now? Jelly? Jelly? Is it 1 lap to go now, or is it 2 laps to go right now? One or 2 laps to go right now. Alright, here they come to 1 lap to go here at stage number 1. Jonah Cullen out front with the 7 behind him and the 95 behind him. What happens here? Will they try to pounce on that number 55 and try to get Kit Kat her first stage win? Kit Kat can't do it on her own, though. See if she can try something here to get around Jonah. I don't believe Kit Kat will have enough time unless she times this perfect. Unless she stays behind that 55 and just gives him the stage win, it's over. And I believe she's going to let him have the stage win. It'll be Jonah Cullen winning stage number 1. So your top 5 that get points for the stage. That is your stage in there, so they'll be coming back soon with stage number 2, and I will be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I just went to go grab myself a nice drink. I don't know how long they've been green, but they are green, and it looks like Jelly's slid back all the way to the back after finishing third in the stage. Kit Kat already maintaining that second position all over the back bumper of Jonah. Can she change the tides of what happened yesterday and win it, or will she finish second again? But it looks like everybody now is all in this one pack. We don't have any people far off pace. Everybody is right here. But it looks like Jonah's going to chop off Kit Kat's nose. That's definitely going to cause some issues there, and I think I might have to talk with him over that. He does it again, it'll definitely be a penalty, because he did it yesterday apparently too. I did not catch that. But it looks like Jonah will be maintaining the lead here, coming to the line. Kit Kat in second, then it's Chunk, then it's Jelly, then it's Wildman. I believe after Wildman it is NASCAR. Everybody's staying single file here, not trying to shift anything out of line. Hopefully NASCAR can catch some drafting. Oh, contact there! Kit Kat! Huge incident there for her. How many laps are left, Jelly? Do a manual caution when they hit the line. That isn't something not you want to see for Kit Kat. I believe Jonah Cullen lagged into her, potentially. For the wreck and separation. But there will be a caution here. That will be their final attempt at a caution for this stage. These stages are extremely short for this series since it is the trucks. But it looks like everybody will get called back up, and we'll get to have people get down pit road this time by. Hopefully get the green flag the next time by. And if that's the case, I'll probably go with probably about 3 or 4 laps to go in the stage. And that can really be the determining factor of who wins the stage and who has the lead coming into stage number 3. But it looks like that. Pit road is open this time by for everybody, and we're going to go ahead and talk to Jelly about something. Go ahead and ask Kit Kat if did Jonah chop her nose off while she was underneath him. Two people coming down pit road, so that's definitely an interesting thing to see with the 3, and I believe that's the 44 behind. Both two drivers who have never, no, NASCAR has won an RPM, yes. He won last season at Las Vegas. And then the 44 has not won, since this is his third ever start, his first start in the truck series this year. Then we have Wildman, who has many wins. Jonah, also many wins. No, he has won both races this week and won a dual race last week. Jelly has one win, which was duel number 2 last week. Now we're going to go ahead and move to Kit Kat. She has not won either in RPM, knowing this is her third start. Also, alongside her friend Chunk. And Lone Wolf is also one of their friends who the 44 drives for, but he could not make it tonight, sadly. He had a very strong car throughout the other 2 races, and hopefully we get to see him more next week, potentially. I'm going to go ahead and check to tell you guys what is up next week, and they'll be able to go green flag this time by at the line. Everybody's taking the road course for some reason. I look up and everybody's going to the right besides Kit Kat. Not to the right, to the left. Oh. Next week for the Cup Series, we have, I believe, Martinsville at nighttime. I'm gonna go check what National is running next year. What next race? It's Homestead. Trucks will be hitting next week. We will be hitting Bristol. So we'll see 2 short tracks next week and then a 1.5 miles. But here they are coming to green flag. 2 teammates on the starting 1, 2, and then their third teammate starting third. Huge jump for those front 4. Back 2 kind of left behind. The 2 people who went down pit road left behind and probably will not win the stage. But we never know what could happen. They could all bunch up in that front pack. But everybody now is down to that bottom line besides the 24. The 24 is finally going to slide down behind the 7. Will the 7 push the 95 to the stage victory, or will she try to keep everything in line, or push him out of, like, where he cannot do anything? That's like what she's trying to do here, but it looks like the 3 is going to have a huge run. They might be going 3 wide here going into the turn, but it looks like the 55 will lose the lead to the number 3. We're going to go ahead and ask Jelly how many laps to go when they hit the line. They'll have 3 to go when they hit the line, so here they come to 3 laps to go. This is the first time somebody has led the lap for any majority of the race, other than Jonah. Jonah has been up front all day, and let's see if NASCAR can hold off Jonah for the stage win. Or will Kit Kat make a move? No, Jonah's going to shove him up the track. He doesn't want him there. Oh, contact there. The 7 is going to push the 55. Will the 7 try anything on the 55 to get the stage win? And it's a field divided. 2 people up high, 2 people down low. Looks like Kit Kat is going to try to help that 55 and push him to the lead. And now the 95 is going to slide down and leave the 3 out to dry. They'll be coming around here to 2 to go. The 7 all over the back bumper of the 55. Will she try anything for the stage win? Out of the rookies that are have made their first starts at the Daytona 500, she's the only one not to win a stage. Can she manage to get her first stage win here tonight? It all comes down to if she makes the move at the perfect time, or if she makes a move. She might not try to make a move, and she might try to make a move in the final time that she can really try. Maybe that 3 will work along with her, and that way she can move around the 55 at the last second. Will she make a move? No, she won't. She's going to stay behind. Oh! But she's going to lose second, maybe. She will! Oh, wait, no. I was about to write down the finishing order, but there's still 1 lap to go here. So that 3 is going to slide back down. So here they come around, turn 1 and 2. For the final time in stage number 2, everybody's up here battling. These front 5, if they don't wreck, will all get stage points. Wild Man now is going a lap down. Poor Wild. That's not something he wants to see, but it's what happened. Will somebody work with the number 7 for the stage victory? Will she make the move? NASCAR is going to shove Jelly wide. She's not going to make the move. She is going to try, but Jonah's going to throw a really bad block. And here they come to the line. Jonah wins the stage. Who got second? Was it NASCAR? Poor Wild, not getting any stage points this stage. Only got 1 stage point last stage. Not a very good night for him. Hopefully he can see some better results here in stage 3 in the final stretch. I really don't know who to root for this time. I mean, obviously, I'm not supposed to be rooting for anybody, but I mean, I have my own team out there. I want to see Kit Kat win, obviously. I want to see her try to be the first female to win a race. She's been up there battling all 3 races she's been in. Just has not had the luck to get up to that lead and pass Jonah. Hopefully she can try something and try to win the race. But we're going to go ahead and go first person cam here with Jelly when they hit the restart for the stage 3 and the final stretch. And green flag is underway. Jonah Cullen with an amazing start on that inside line with his teammate right behind. Looks like that entire outside line is kind of gone. Everybody's back to single file. Oh, looks like the 95 is going to chop off the 7. That's not good. There might be some words there between those two drivers. Because it really slowed down the number 7 and allowed the 24 to get around her. Now it's 1, 2, 3 for that team. Nobody's been able to really try to even compete with that team. They've been the dominant team already this season. They've won every race. The preseason, both Daytona races previous to this, and hopefully can win this race. Sure that team is going to hold up after winning the championship and losing their best driver last season. But it looks like they're still going to hold on to that 1, 2, 3. Hopefully those back 3 might try to work together to try to work against that team. Looks like the 24 is going to get put to the outside by Kit Kat. Kit Kat really wanting to get back up there to that second position to be in control, and she will! She'll break up those teammates and hopefully try to take that lead away from Jonah. If she has the lead, maybe she can try to command it and hold on to it to win. She might be able to do it here. No, she's gonna stay behind him. She's gonna 3 wide for second. Oh, contact, huge wreck. Caution will be thrown. The game has thrown a caution, and apparently NASCAR slid down pit road under that wreck. So apparently the game has thrown a caution for that wreck. That was a very crazy wreck. I think that happened when they went 3 wide there. I think the 44 took the bottom, Kit Kat was in the middle, and I believe Jelly was on that outside line, and Kit Kat kind of bounced between the two drivers, shot up the track, spun into Jelly, and they both went around. And it also collected NASCAR and potentially the 24. Once again, here we are at the green flag. Kit Kat starting in the back with Jelly and Wildman. Jonah still holding that lead. Looking like he's showing that he's still going to win this thing. He's going to try to sweep the entire Daytona. If he does that, he'll be the first driver to do that. Maybe. Was he? Is he? I don't remember. I think I may have done it. I don't remember. But, either way, there'll be one of few to be able to do it. But now, Jelly's going to move up to second here behind his teammate. He's going to give a big push to that number 55. Now that I'm thinking about it, yes, Joe, if he wins this race, will be the first driver to sweep Daytona in one weekend. Nobody's been able to do it before. I almost did it, but just had one issue during the Xfinity. Well, National. Don't know why I want to call Xfinity. The National Series for us. I did not get it done there, so Jonah, if he wins tonight, is the first driver. He will set something in history here in RPM if he wins tonight. But it looks like that number 7 does not want to let him win it. She is playing very aggressively and is trying. Wildman below the double yellow. He's going to have to go back and give the positions to whoever he tried to pass. But everybody is still right here under one pack. It's really anybody's race. All comes down to where you are at the final lap. 3 wide for a second there. Looks like NASCAR's in the wall. Jelly's now left to dry on that outside. But there was not enough speed behind that number 3, so the 95 gets to slide back down. Hopefully him and that 3 can get caught back up, and they can keep this race going. He's going to get to the back bumper of his teammate. Going to leave that 44 out to dry on that outside line. Kit Kat's still staying in second, but it looks like his teammate's going to swerve up to the high line. He's going to let him slide back in, potentially. Yep, everybody's at that bottom. Oh, wreck! Caution will be thrown. Caution will come out for the drivers that just wrecked. How many laps to go? There's 20 laps to go, so this stage 3 is a lot longer than the other 2 stages. It looks like Jonah Cullen, Kit Kat, and Wildman will be your front 3. I still don't even know what happened in that wreck. It looked like somebody got sideways and killed Jelly into the number 3. It may have been a lag issue again. We've having those throughout the entire race. People having terrible Wi-Fi out here, man. They need to like leave McDonald's and go home. That's all they need to do. It looks like people are taking the road course again. I don't know why they keep doing this. Why are my drivers so weird? But pit road is open this time by for everybody, so we should see some drivers dip down. Here they are, going down pit road. See who all takes pit road and who doesn't. It looks like everybody will shoot down pit road. Try to get some extra fuel and tires on the car. So we'll see what happens here. So who's going to come out first? Hopefully Jonah has been the fastest guy on pit road and off of pit road. So maybe somebody can potentially try to take that from him and try to beat him out. No, he's going to pull off first. Jonah Cullen off first. Who's coming out second? Looks like it'll be the number 95 out second, then the 3 will follow behind, then Kit Kat behind him, then Wildman following. The 44 will come out last. This is getting really intense. Oh, looks like Jonah's in the wall up front. Looks like some contact between teammates. Maybe some aggression of Jelly to show that he does not really want his teammate to win. Maybe he wants to try to win this thing and get his first full win. They'll be able to go to the green flag this time by. When they go green, we'll have just the ride on and y'all won't hear me for a little bit, and then I'll be back. We're probably gonna... Apparently the 3 and 95 want to trade positions. But we're gonna... Let's see here. Who do we want to follow here? They're gonna follow a bottling chunk when they hit the green flag, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back here, and we're gonna watch Battling Chunk on this restart to see how he goes. The green flag will be dropped this time by when they hit the line. But we're also going to go ahead and put ourselves on mute so we can hear the drivers drive around that track and see what all happens for an entire lap. And green flag. What happened? Here they are. Here's your leader, Jonah Cullen, with his teammate behind him and Kit Kat behind him. Behind that is Wildman on that bottom line. He's gonna go to that outside line potentially with that number 7. Looks like 2 cars have fallen off the pace here. Maybe some separation now. If they don't, those 2 cars behind Jelly don't get caught back up, there'll be a manual caution. I believe they're still in the draft though, so they should be able to, yep, they're still in the draft. And Jelly's now going to fall back to 3rd. Kit Kat's going to take 2nd. She is not waiting for anything. She is wanting to be on that 2nd position when she can be so she can make a move on that leader. Oh! Jonah Cullen is going to lag directly into her. For the next manual caution, Jonah Cullen will be sent to the back. I believe those 3 behind him are a bit far behind, so we're going to throw a manual caution. They'll be racing to the line there. But Jonah Cullen will start in the back at this manual caution due to his lag. Jelly, can you go ahead and tell Jonah that he'll start in the back due to his lag? Jelly! Jelly! You gotta tell Jonah he's starting in the back. Lag. So I believe Limbo, bringing it back to the old days for him. Jelly now up front for this He'll hopefully get a good pit stop and come out first and potentially lead this race. But Jonah Cullen now having to be sent to the back here for his lagging issue, so he can work his way back up to that front. Maybe he can win it again. Pits are open for everybody this time by, though, so that's what's going to happen. We're going to go ahead and get on board with... Who do we want to get on board with? Going down pit road. No, we'll watch NJ as soon as they come in. Watch to see who comes up first. Well, he's still having to start in the back because I saw it from him mainly. Here they come down pit road. I believe everybody came down pit road potentially. I believe they did. Everybody's down pit road here. We are going to go first person with NJ parked on pit road. Oh! Wish they would fix that. I mean, it's hilarious, yes, but it looks like Kit Kat will come out first and will be the leader. Her, Jelly, Wildman. Who's gonna be after that? It'll be NASCAR, the 44, and then the 55 due to his penalty to start in the back. What a pit stop. Tell Chunk he's supposed to get around that 55. Oh. But though he should be able to go green this time by. It looks like somebody's taking the road course. Wildman needs to drop back to where everybody else is before something happens and he hits the wall. But the only Toyota in the field is now your leader. See what she does on that start, because she will be the command car. Well, truck. Hopefully Jonah and that number 44 can both get caught back up. It's really hot. Okay, they're right back up. We're gonna watch Jelly on this restart because he's right up on behind the leader. She'll call the restart here on that line, so as soon as she goes, everybody should be go. And green flag underway. Kit Kat with a beautiful start. Not so much from behind her, but it looks like Jelly will get a better start than his teammate. Let me go ahead and switch cameras here. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh no, this is not going to be good. And it looks like Wildman's going to fall back out of it, so there's no issues. Where's 44? Apparently he just did not get a good start at all. Here comes Jonah Cullen on that bottom line. We're going to watch Jelly here. He's got his 2 teammates lined up behind him while they were all 3 work together to get that victory. We're going to go ahead and ask how many laps they have left. Huge wreck! Caution is out for the wreck. Start slowing down now. Because it happened before the line. Jonah will be third. I think the game may have thrown one. A little chaos there. Go check where everybody is. Looks like Wildman may have been included in the wreck there. I think that was a pretty big wreck. It concluded everybody besides that front three. Hopefully Kit Kat can hold off that 55 for the win. So she can sit there and say she's the first female to win here in RPM. But will that 95 work with her, or will he push his teammate to victory again? That 95 is not really one to work with anybody. Looks like Kit Kat's going to hold him off there, but Jonah Cullen's going to slide back a little bit. Little contact there with his teammate. There they come through turn 2. Contact there with the 3 and 55. They're dooring each other behind the 95. Who does Kit Kat block if that outside line gets a big enough run? Everybody's up there besides one. I think she's probably going to have to throw a block up there unless they all slide down. Contact there. Huge racing. Communication. Dooring his teammate, the number 95. How many laps left from the 95? Or no response, okay. He did it to her last race, it's fair. But Jelly, how many laps do y'all have left? Five laps to go here at Daytona. Kit Kat with the lead right now. Yep, Wildman cannot pass down there. Huge wreck! Maybe! No, they kept it going. No caution. Plus, there's no manual cautions anymore. It's all in-game. There goes Jelly and Wildman's race. Unless that front four wadded it all up together. Oh, looks like those Chevys are going to try to work against the Toyota. 3 wide for second, potentially. Nope, Jonah's not going to do it. Kit Kat trying to hold on to this lead. 4 laps to go. Will she be able to hold off Jonah? Here comes NASCAR to the inside, but he went below the double yellow. No, never mind. There it is. There's separation. He gave back the position. We're good here. It's Kit Kat versus Jonah. Jonah's going to try to go to the bottom. Kit Kat needs to hold that bottom line to leave Jonah out of it. He can't go down there. Alright, he's back up on the track. She's just doing back what he did to her. Trust me, I know. But Jonah's going to try everything in his power to get past that number 7. 3 to go. Check. Yep, Wildman left the race. She's not going to go high. What is she doing? She wants to win this thing. She's got to keep it down low potentially. But here comes Jonah to the outside. Will he have enough run? I don't believe he will. Kit Kat holding that bottom line, trying to keep Jonah away from the win and sweeping the weekend. Can she do it in the number 7 Toyota? Coming around here to 2 to go. 2 laps to go. The immense pressure on Kit Kat to hold off that 55, the guy who has been leading majority of the race, the dude who beat her yesterday and won the 500. Can she do it? Also adding to the pressure, she would be the first female driver to win. Jonah's going to go to that outside line. I wouldn't suggest going up there if I was her. Because he'll dive back down to that bottom line and try to make the pass on her. I believe she will have the run into the corner. Yes, she will. He will slide, try to probably slide behind her. Immense pressure coming to this final lap. It's between the two. Just like it was yesterday. But just reverse position. White flag is out for the number 7 and 55. What does the 55 try, though? That 7, he really can't do much by himself unless she makes a mistake. The only thing he could do is go below that double yellow line, and the win will not go to him if he does that move. Here they come, final corners. Kit Kat gonna throw block. Kit Kat with a decent lead now over second place. She's gonna win it. Kit Kat will be the first female driver to win in RPM history. What a final few laps between her and Jonah. Definitely know he's very disappointed on how that finished. Jonah will not get the sweep of the weekend. Who got third? Who was after Chunk? Was it NASCAR after Chunk? Alright, we're going to go ahead and get interviews underway here. People have already started leaving the party, but we're going to definitely get to try to talk to our for our winner, but go ahead and tell them to unmute me while I unmute them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with the bottom of the list that's in here. We're going to go ahead and talk to Jelly here. Not the strongest race. I'll go ahead and include your audio, Jelly.
Alright, there we go. It's included. What do you need?
Welcome. Well, not welcome, but Jonah's now left because he's a little upset and he's a little mad that he lost. And Kit Kat's gone too now. But I need to talk to her though. Somebody try to get her back in here. But
No,
Jelly,
I bet they're in a party together. They're gonna have some words. At the end. Mm-hmm. Anyways, what was the question, Sexy?
Obviously not a strong race. Once again, you're just not having the best of luck here at Daytona. Having one of the fastest trucks in the field, just could not get it done again.
Well, I
Hoping they
got
win
fucked
something
over
next week
again.
at Bristol?
I mean, I'm gonna get payback. Definitely that.
Who are you gonna get payback on?
Wild fucked me over. He went under the yellow, and then he turns me. You can brake. There's a thing called braking, slowing down, anything. You know, you can fucking do that, but no. This race was a joke. Like, this was one of the worst races I've ever raced. God.
I mean, some other people would say otherwise, but I know how you feel there. I know your Timbers are definitely flying between teammates there, actually. Hopefully they don't end up wrecking each other out of a chance to win next week at Bristol and Trucks. We'll race Martinsville and Cup, Homestead and Xfinity, well, National Series, and for our trucks we'll be running Bristol. But we're gonna go ahead and slide up to Chunk, who finished third.
Alright, there's actually I have my auto included. What's your question there, buddy?
Third place finish, got a top three. Once again, didn't get the win. Were you hoping to try to work with somebody there to try to catch those front two and try to potentially throw yourself back into that contention, or what happened?
Well, see, the idea was to get NASCAR to work, but he got underneath me, and being as it's the last lap, I do it him like 3 times. I'm gonna straight admit that. But it's the last lap. You wanna whine and complain about it? It's the last lap. It's gonna get aggressive. It's gonna happen. And
Yeah,
honestly,
but
the stuff between Jonah and Kit Kat as well, I'm gonna also go into that. That, honestly, that's fair game. He did it to her,
How
so
is
she
that
came back
fair?
and cocked him.
we're gonna.
How is
Well,
that
I
fair?
understand what you're saying there, but we're gonna go ahead and move to Kit Kat in victory lane for the first time in her career. First start in trucks, first female to win an RPM. How's it feel right now? Also,
It
include
feels
radio.
pretty good. It might have been on a sour note because of some people not agreeing with how I raced tonight, but to be honest, it's just the way, he raced me, I'm going to race him the exact same way. And he did it last night, he did a little bit again today, and I had enough of it, so you get what you're going to give. So,
Yeah, make sure your audio is also
but,
included before you start
oh,
talking.
it's included. But other than that, I mean, you gotta expect it when you race somebody pretty hard and aggressive and try and knock them off the yellow onto the apron. It's gonna happen a few times to you as well. So it happened 3 times to him, but hey, it happened like 6 times to me. So at least I didn't do that to him.
Yeah,
But other than that, it was a really good win.
I mean, first female to win RPM history. That's obviously going to go down in history. Either way, between you two, something was going down in history. The first female winner, or the first person to sweep Daytona. And it just happened to
Yeah, I
be
didn't
you
want that
being the
to
first
happen.
female.
I didn't want that to happen. I was really pushing for that win tonight, especially after having a close one yesterday. So really focusing on next week, well, this coming week, basically, on the races and hopefully can bring another one home.
Oh, definitely. It's knowing that you're a single car team right now. It's definitely a challenge being out there by yourself, no help, nothing. You have to work out there with whoever you can get.
If they want to work with me, other than that, it's more of a somewhat hell to pay because sometimes you're having to work with yourself, pull blocks off that you never thought of blocking, and just making moves that are unique and unheard of sometimes. But whatever it is to get the job done, you got to do it. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign out here from RPM. We'll be back next week with some short track racing in Homestead.